Okay, everybody, this is the drum room that I've been wanting to show people for a long time. I've never made a video of my drum room because we just completed this. Let me back up a little bit. So this is entering the drum room. This space initially was 10 by 8 feet, but after all of the layers of walls that we put up, this is a utility building. So there's the exterior wall, and then there's the studs that were already there. And then what we did was we put some OSB board about 5/8 of an inch thick around to make some walls. And then we put insulation foam panels. And then on top of that, we put 1/2 inch drywall. Okay. And then what you see in front of you and on the ceiling, and let me go around, is storage blankets, moving blankets. So what I did was I went to Walmart and got, I think they are 6 feet 6 inches tall by 6 inches wide. And then I went to Northern Tool and got some blankets that were 8 feet tall by 6 feet wide. And what I did was, on the walls going up about 8 feet, I put the short blankets because they were 6 feet 6 inches. Made a perimeter of 2x4s around the wall and hung those, and I hung 4 of those, so there's 4 layers of those. And then took a 2x4 and went up to the 8-foot level and went around the entire room with 2 more blankets all the way across, 2 more layers all the way across of 8-foot blankets. And then I went up to the ceiling, and thank God my stepfather was helping me do this. We hung 2 layers on the ceiling, which because of overlap, it ended up being 4 layers, which was a blessing to have that extra coverage. And then I ordered 1 actual acoustic door cover, because the entrance to the door room is just a standard door. It's not a solid core door. It's hollow. So what we did originally, my stepfather and I, was we put 3/4 inch foam panels on each side of the door and glued them to the door. That helped a little bit, but it didn't cancel the sound. It just blocked a little bit of the sound. Didn't really absorb it, but it did cut it down a little bit. It did some muffling. So what I've done is I left enough room, as you see, to put a double layer blanket over that door, over the doorway. It's 38 by 90 is what the blanket's going to be, and it's a double layer, and it's supposed to really block the sound. But let me just say that the blankets that we put in here are amazing, and the sound is amazing. And what we decided to do was we took all the drums out of the room, of course, and if you look down on the floor, there's those workout mats. They're about 1 inch thick. They interlock together. But what we did was we pulled everything out of here, including all the drums, and I'll do a drum tour possibly on this video or later. But anyway, we pulled the drums out of the room, and we layered the floor with 4 layers of moving blankets, and then put these rubber mats back down. And let me tell you that the sound is unbelievable in here. There's no echo, there's no reverb. It's wonderful. I still play with headphones to protect my hearing, but let me just say that before I had these blankets up, I would play, and when I get into my double bass, 16th notes and 32nd notes, my wife would call me and say that she could feel the bass drum in her heart, and she would say it would make her nervous, it was too noisy. So I didn't want my wife to feel that way, so we decided to put up some sound treatment. And let me tell you, this, in proportion of cost, talking about cost in comparison to real sound blankets that I looked up online that were about $60 a pop, and I think they were 8x4, and they had grommets on them and everything, but those were $60 a pop. And to get 2 layers around the walls, to get supposedly total sound protection with those 2 layers, was gonna be over $1,400 by the time you shipped them in. And let me just tell you, with the results I got from these blankets and the cost, there's a total of 50 blankets in here all together. Everything was, when you add the nails and everything in, it was about $575. And that's including some studs that we framed around the walls. Now, we didn't frame full walls, we just put some wood up at the top so they could actually hold the blankets in place, okay? So, and this is a sloped ceiling that my stepfather designed, and it's wonderful for sound. We were able to put a few more 2x4s up there to go all the way across. And what you see up there, those orange headed nails, those are plastic nails. They're 1 inch long and they're made for roofing, and they worked perfect for what we did. In the process of hanging the blankets, we first used 1-inch staples to hang the blankets first, and then we went around different areas of where the studs were, and we put the roofing nails up there. And man, I'm telling you, it was wonderful. We got those supplies from Lowe's, the nails, 2x4s, all that good stuff, the staples for the staple gun. Actually, I'm sorry, the staples for the staple gun came from our local hardware store. It was closer that day. But anyway, let me stop talking about the sound absorption so much. I'm excited about it because now I can play. It doesn't bother my wife. I am going to do some testing later at a later time to see how loud it is outside of the building. I really don't think you can hear the drums much at all now. They were pretty loud because I had my brother a few weeks ago before this treatment stand outside with the way we had it, and he said the drums were still very loud but just a little bit muffled. So nevertheless, I'll stop right here and make another video for a drum tour. All right, everybody, thanks a lot. Appreciate it. Have a good one.